Now, here in London, a jury at the inquest into the death of a Ghanaian man at an immigration removal centre near Heathrow Airport has found that neglect was a factor. Prince Fosu, who was 31, was suffering from hypothermia, dehydration, malnourishment and psychosis when he died in 2012. The jury concluded there was gross failure across all agencies to provide appropriate care for someone unable to look after himself. Faye Kirkland, who is a working family doctor and a journalist, was in court. You may find some of the images in her report upsetting.
Mr. Fosu!
Segregated, neglected and ignored. Detained and dying in plain sight.
Now my son is dead. You want me to just accept it? No.
The devastation of British Home Office failures.
I'm going to fight to the bottom to know what killed my son.
Prince Fosu came from Obuasi in Ghana with a valid business visa. This was cancelled at Heathrow Airport. He appealed, but this was rejected. 6 months after arriving, he's seen here, naked. Passers-by alerted the police, who arrested him. He had never been in trouble before. Taken into custody, officers said he acted bizarrely, repeatedly undressing. But medical professionals said he didn't need to be sectioned under the Mental Health Act. As he was being transferred to Harmondsworth Immigration Removal Centre, he was told he would be cared for there. But that didn't happen. Labelled as being disruptive, he was placed in isolation. Within 6 days, he was found dead, lying in a filthy cell. He was severely mentally ill. He had no bedding, no mattress, and was naked. No one noticed just how unwell he was, including the doctors.
If somebody is at a detention center, you have to check whether the person is eating, whether the person is sleeping, whether the person is sick. You try to take care of the person.
Prince's dad has come every day to hear the harrowing evidence of what happened to his son. He wanted people to see the disturbing images shown in court.
I have been crying at the court place. It was not nice for me to hear that, because they are not doing their job. Everything went wrong.
The Home Office in London said it had failed in its duty of care in 2012, with tragic consequences. They conceded that the immigration removal centre at the time was severely short-staffed, that people were insufficiently trained in its rules, and they also didn't have enough knowledge about how to manage potentially complex mental health problems. The Home Office said Mr Fosu's care was unacceptable and has increased staffing and training.
The government is simply refusing to accept that immigration detention doesn't work.
This lawyer says there continues to be massive issues with the care of detainees.
Simply healthcare staff and staff in immigration detention centres, and also Home Office staff who make decisions on detention, are not adequately trained to deal with these cases.
Prince's dad wanted to show the world what happened to his son, in the hope it never happens again. Faye Kirkland, BBC News.
You're watching BBC Focus on Africa. It's now time for some sports with Vicky. Take it away.
Thank you, Peter.